Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles. And this is today's hard level difficulty puzzle. And it's called Build Your Own Hitlines by Marty Sears. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. From each square, draw a valid hit line moving through the center of cells. Each hit line must occupy at least 2 cells, and hit lines may travel orthogonally and diagonally between cells, but may not branch, share cells, or cross themselves or each other. So an example of a hit line could be some. We want to go from centers. They could do something like this. And each hit line must have at least 2 cells, but you cannot share the same cell with another hit line. You also cannot cross yourself or branch. So this doesn't work. So these are all invalid hit lines. This is a valid hit line. This is not valid here because it crosses itself. This is not valid here because it branches. And this is not valid as a hit line because this shares a cell with another hit line. And this is not valid as a hit line because it crosses this hit line. So those are examples of where hit lines may travel. Again, you can go horizontal or orthogonally, which means going horizontally or vertically, or diagonally between cells. But again, you can't branch, you can't share cells, and you cannot cross themselves or another hit line. And digits may not repeat on a hit line. So there are no repeats on a hit line. The small white clue on a square indicates the total sum of all the digits along that hit line that match their position number, with the square itself being position 1. For example, we don't have a 7 here, but this is the closest thing. So say this was a 7 here, and this is a hit line like this. If the hit line reads 82195, then its square would have a 7 clue, as this is the sum of 2 and 5, which are the only 2 digits in the line which match their position numbers. They are in the 2 is in the 2nd position and the 5 is in the 5th position, right? 8 is in the 1st position, but that doesn't match. 1 is in the 3rd position, but that doesn't match. And 9 is in the 4th position, and that doesn't match either. So this white number is the sum of the digits along the hit line, which matches its position. So in this case, it would be 7, not 8, if this is 2 and 5 here. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. For the 41 and the 42, they have to be... Okay, every hit line is 2 in size, at least. So that means we know... We're going to make the hit lines green. We know each of these must essentially go up, at least, right? So this is not possible to be on a hit line. This is also not possible to be on the hit line. Right, we know this is border. This is a border here. Let's just show where they can be. So this has to go to here. This has to go to here. That means this cell must go here. You have a similar thing here. This has to go here, so this has to go there. So each hit line is at least 2 in length. To get matchings to add up to 5, you have to have at least 3 cells on the hit line. To get matchings that match up to 9, you need at least 4 digits on a hit line, right? 2, 3, and 4 add up to a match. To get a 2, that means only the 2 matches. So these cannot be 1. To get a 1, that means a 1 has to match. So this is a 1. To get a 2 again, this has to match a 2, whichever direction it goes. So in this box, there has to be a 2 in one of these 5 cells, right? To get that hit line to go there. This also requires a 2, so 2 has to be in one of those 3 digits there. This requires a 2, which means there's a 2 in one of these digits. Same with this. So you have a 2 here and a 2 here. To match a 4, you need at least 1 and 3 to match. To match a 3, you need 1 or 2. So the 4 is... This cannot... it could go this way. Interesting. To add up to 41, you have to guarantee the 2 matches. And again, you have to have 9 cells, right? Because 9 cells, 8 cells at minimum, at maximum, add up to 36. So you need to have 9 cells, and the 2 must match, which means the 1 and the 3 for the 41 doesn't match. But the 2 has to match here. So this has to be 2. Which eliminates 2 in the rest of the box. So this must be 2 in the row. So this can't be 2 here. This can't be 2 here. This must be 2 here, so this must go this way. That eliminates 2 here, which means the 2 must go one of these 2 directions. You cannot have a 2 matching here, so this must be missing 1 and 2. Well, we don't know if this has to match. So the 1... Ooh. To get to 42... That means the 2 and the 1 cannot match, but the problem is the 2 has to be one of these digits here. Right? Because there's no repeats on a line. So the 2 and the 1 have to swap, essentially. How does that work? Because this can't be 2. Hold on. Okay. Oh, this doesn't have to go that way. Okay. Right. I forgot. This can actually go this way. This is definitely blocked. It cannot go here. It cannot go here. So it has to go to one of these two lines. And if it goes that way, then this can only cross this. Each of these has to be 2 in length. Okay, so that's how it works then. Right, the 1 and the 3 here in this cell has to swap. And the 2 has to be correct. But if we try to go 1, 2 here, this is guaranteed to be the 1 and the 2 are swapped. And every other digit on the line matches. Right? Because you can't have a digit essentially be... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you can't have a digit... Oh, they have digits may not repeat on a hit line. But for a 9-length hit line, since you don't have repeats, that means to not have a match, you have to have 2 digits swap positions, right? So you cannot have 1 digit missing. You have to have 2 digits swapping. So this has to be then 2 and 1 here. This is 2 and 1 swapping. We need a 3 somewhere, so we have a 3 in one of these spots. That means 2 cannot be here on this hit line, so therefore this must go this way. And this must not be a 1, it has to be a 3. This is then 2. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving it. That eliminates 3 from being here. So the 3 has to be on this hit line, this 42 hit line there. So that must go to there, which means the 5 cannot cross and cannot share cells with another hit line. So it must go that way. This must go that way then, because there's no other place for it. And this can no longer be matching 1 and 2 or 3. It has to be matching 5 then. We know 3 can go to 4 here. So this is 3 and 2, and then it gets to 1 somewhere here. 1 has to be here again to match. We need a 2 for this, so this must be 2 that way. This has to go here. This must go here. We don't have 1 or 2 matching because this 2 again must go to a 1. So one of these is a 1. I guess it can't go here because of 1 in the row. You can't have 3 in the rest of this box, so 3 has to be one of these 2 because 1 and 2 are not matching on this hit line. This obviously can't be 1, but we know 1 is here. That makes 1 here. So 1 in row 1 has to be one of those 3 digits. This could go back, or it could go... So we know there's a 4 in one of these 3 cells. Therefore, this cannot be 4... Well, it could be 4 matching if it extends to one of these, right? Can't be 4 if it goes... Well, it could be 4 if it goes there, too. We know, again, so 2 cannot be either of these. 2 has to be one of those 2 to match this 2. Again, we have to have 2 surrounding one of these cells and 2 surrounding one of these cells. This has to have at least 4 cells. It could go down this way. No, if it goes down this way, then this has to go that way, and this doesn't have a way to get out. So, we know, again, the 9, to match a 9, you have to have at least 2, 3, and 4 to match. You could have some combination of like 1, 8 or whatever, but the 8 is the higher digit, so therefore this extends there, this has to extend there, this must extend to there. So this has to be at least 3. This could just be 2, right? With that being 1 and 2. So 2 cannot be here because 2 in the column. This has to... does it have to extend? Yes. Because it doesn't match 1, 2, or 3. So it must extend out. And it needs a 5 somewhere. Well, this is going to have to be 4 and 5. 4 and 5, 4 and 5. So this, if it goes 4, 5 here, this would match a 5 on this hit line, guaranteed, and it would have to be one of these two, or one of these, actually one of these three. Technically one of these four if it goes this, one of these three if it goes this way, or that way, or something along those lines. Obviously can't go here. Can't go here because that would cut this off, and this is a 9 length hit line. So the 5 has to match on this because 1, 2, and 3 aren't going to. 4 can't be. Even if 4 matches, that doesn't add up to 5 with nothing else. So it has to have a 5, and it cannot be in this box. So it has to go here. So this goes this way, which means this 3 goes that, not here. It has to go that way, which means this can't be a 2. Actually, it could be a 2, but it could be 1, 2, and 3. 3 matching. This 2 has to go to one of these two. This can this can't match a 2. So this is going to be greater than 4 in size, but it could go this way because this could just be 1, 2. This goes to 2 here or 2 here, which means this cannot be 2. So we're guaranteed a 2 here. This could go 2 that way, potentially. So this has to be a 5. Which means it cannot go 4 here and then 5 here. So this has to go 4 here and then 5 there. So this is then 4. We have 5. One of these is going to be a 6. To match this. This cannot go this way because that would cut that off. This has to have a 4. So this can't be 6 because it would cut that off. I guess, so 4 could go that way. The problem is if it goes this way. So this has to go to one of these two. So if it goes this way, I guess it could do something like that, but then that would cut this off. So it could go this way. It could potentially go this way, but then that would cut this off. So I think this has to go essentially something like that to match the 4. Because it can't match 1. It could match 2 and 3, but that doesn't add up to 4. So I think it has to go something like that. Which means this can't be 1. This must be a 4 to match this hit line. That means this must go this way. So this is a 1. This must go at least to there, to... We have to 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's problematic. 6, 7, 8. This has to go this way then. That doesn't seem like it works. 6, 7, 8. This needs a 4. Oh, it could go back here. Okay, it has to do something like that then. It just has to... I guess it just has to be out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 could work. Or 1, 2, 3. Okay, so... We tried doing that. That doesn't work. What about if we try going here? Okay. How does that work? So we have this extending. The problem is we have... Okay. To get to 8, we have to add up to 3 and 5. Right? You can't have 4 and 4, but you can add up to 5. So the problem with this is we have 3 cells here. This definitely has to exit out. This has to exit out. There's just not enough space here to basically be able to go that way. And this must exit out. So this cannot exit out to go to 8, 7, or 6, I don't think. But I think it could do 5. So we could do something like this, this, and then we have how many spaces? We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. And this needs 4 and this needs 5. So that's perfect. So then this has to end with a 4 outside of this cell. So it could be something like 1, 2, 3, 4. This must end with a 3 and a 5 matching. Okay, so the question is, you can't have 5 stay here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 works. Or, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 works, but then this can't be matching 4. Oof. How does that match then? We need this for 3. You can't block this. How does that work? So 6, 7. Obviously, this can't be 3. This has to be 3 to match. This must be 1. So then this must match there, so it's 4. 3 and 5 have to match. You have to have the 3 there. How does this work? So this is done here. That's fine. This is done here. So this has plenty of space. We just have 3 spaces we can go through. Because again, this can't be 1, 2, 3 matching. 4 matches, but that doesn't help if that's 4. Right? So this has to have 5 matching. And there's no 5 here. So there's guaranteed 5 in one of these 2 cells. So 5 has to match one of these 2. It's probably that, but the problem is 1, 2... You need a 4 that matches here. And this, you can't go... You need the 3 matching, but again, this 3 and 1 have to be split. This is annoying. How does this work? Oh, 5, 2, and 1. work. You don't have to have 5 and 3. So where are 2 and 1? So 1 obviously is here. And then you could go 2 here. Obviously 3 doesn't match the line, so this must be 5 here. And then this goes something, 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 4. Aha. So then this can go that way. This has to go something like... It could be 3, 4, 5, actually. We don't know. So one of these is 5. We don't know how that works. This has to be a 4. Where's the 3 in column 3? Can't be here because of 3 in the box. Can't be here because of 3 in the box. These are filled out. So this is 3, which forces this to be a 7, 8, 9 triplet left in box. 4. That leaves this as a 5, 6 pair in column 1. Remaining digits in... Well, we have to have a 6 here. Remaining digits in column 3 are 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. No 5 here, obviously, because of the 5, 6 pair in the box. And this can't be 5 because there are no repeats on a... this can't be 4 here because of 4 in the box. So remaining digits in box 7, or yeah, 7 have to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 5 here because of 5 in the column. And this is 6, 7, 8, 9 also, but can't be 6 because of the 5, 6 pair in the box. Okay, so this is how it goes that way. This 5 can be done. This either matches a 3 somewhere, or 1 and 2 are matching. Remaining digits in column 4 are 1, 6, 8, 9. No 1 here. So this cannot be matching 2. It has to be matching a 3. So this must extend out. This must extend out. This has to go to one of these two. This cell has to be... It can't match any of these first 3. And it can't match the 4. So it must match a 9 exactly. So this has to be 9 in length. This doesn't match 1, so it cannot be 1 and 2 matching. So it must be matching more... It must be matching the 3. And this then is 3. This has to extend to match at least... It could be 1 and 3, but it can't be 3 anymore because of the 3 there. So it cannot be matching 1. It must be matching 4. So this extends to here, and one of these is a 4. Oops. One of these is a 4. To match for this hit line. This can only go this way since this must extend. So this extends, and there is 4 is a 2 there. So this is 2, which eliminates 2 here. This can't be 2 either. This can't be 2. Well, it could be... No, it can't be 2 because of the 2 in the box. So this is done as a cell. This must match a 3 for the third digit. And cannot go this way because there can't be 3 there. So this cannot match 1. So this is 3 here. The 7 eliminates 7 here. Where is the 1 then in column 4? It has to be here. So this is 1. This is... Okay, so let's mark the ones that are done. Or can be done. Well, essentially are done because... Yeah. So this is done. This is done. This is kind of done, right? One of these has to be 5. This is done. This is done. This is not done. This is done. This is kind of done. This is done. This is done. So this has to extend out here. So this extends to here, this extends there. So this is 8. And then we need to go to a 9, which could be either of these two. This has to extend somewhere, but we don't know where. This has to go out. This could go this way, though. This must go to one of these two, and this can't be a 2. So therefore, this must extend here and is 2. So that's done. So this is done here. This is a 5. And this is on the hit line because, well, no, it could go down here. Never mind. Could go down here. Um, 12. To match 12, you need at least 5 cells. And you could have 1, 2, 4, and 5 matching. Obviously, it could be greater than 5, but we need at least 5. Do we have enough cells, actually, is kind of the questions. So, of the remaining cells, this has... Okay, how many cells total do we need? This needs 1. So, okay, of the... How many remaining cells do we have? We have 3 times 9 minus 1. So that's 27 minus 1 is 26. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Right, so 9, 18, plus 8, 26, plus 4, 30, 31. This needs 4 more. So 4, 1. So this needs 4 more. 2. This needs 2. 4, 2, and 2 add up to 8 plus 1 for this is 9. 2 is 11. 13. No, this has to be at least 3. 11 plus 3 is 14. Plus 1 for this is 15. Plus 4, 19. Plus 5 is 24. Okay. Interesting. Remaining digits in box 5. We have 1, 6, 8, 9, 4. So no 4, 6 here, no 4, 6 here, no 8 here, no 8 here, no 1 here. Okay. This 8 eliminates 8 here. This is a 9, so this 1 eliminates 1 here. Remaining digits in column 6. We have 4 through 9, but these can't be 4, or 5, or 8, so this is 6, 7, 9. 6, 7, 9. This can't be 9 because one of these two was 9 to match that hit line. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 4 here. No 9 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No 9 here. Okay. 1 has to be one of these 3 here. So this could go to any of those three. This has to go to one of these two. This has to go to one of those two. This could go here, here, in any combination, right? Or just, yeah. Remaining, okay, this 5 eliminates 5 here. So that makes this 6, which makes that 5. So then this hit line has to go that way. So this is done for this hit line. Remaining digits of row 2 are 4, 7, 8, 9. Remaining digits of row 3 are 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 can't be here and must match here. Remaining digits of row 5. We have 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, and we're guaranteed 3 has to be one of these digits. So it could be 1 something 3 or 1 something 3. Remaining digits of row 4. We have 4, 5. Oops. Well, 5 is guaranteed here, but 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Let's see. Remaining digits of column 5. We have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 9. 1 cannot appear here because of 1 in the box. This can't be 4, and this can't be 2. That's all we have. 9 cannot appear on this line. It must match 9. This can't be 5 because that's the 5th position. And 5 plus 4 could add up to 9, but this can't. 4 doesn't match. So we can't have 9 anywhere on this line because the 9 has to match somewhere. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. So it could do something 1, X, and then 3, and that could work. Or could match a 4. We know a 3 has to be one of these digits here. That's kind of interesting. This could actually be 9 in length. We have space for 4 more at least. We have space for 7, right? We have 24 that are required, and we have 31 spaces left. Remaining digits here have to be 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And obviously, this can't be 2. We are guaranteed a 5 has to be one of these digits. This 4 eliminates 4 in the rest of the column. So that's kind of helpful, I guess. So let's just check. 3, the third digit matches 3. 2, second digit matches 2. 1, 2, and 5 match 8 here. 4 matches 4 here. We have 2, 1 don't match. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 match. And obviously 9's going to match. Here we have 5 matching. Here we're going to have 9 matching. This matches 3 matching, 2 matching, 2 matching, 3 matching. 4 cannot be 4 cannot be on this line because it must have a 4 on the 4th position. So where's the 4 in box 8? It has to be here. So this is 4, which eliminates 4 from being here, which means this must be 4 and is done as a line. Okay. So that's done. Where's 2 in box 8? It has to be here. So this is 2 here. 4 here eliminates 4 here. So where's 4 in box 5? It has to be here. So this is 4, which means this has to be 9 as the hit line. So this must go this way. It must go through here, so 6 and 7 is fine. We have a 6. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 8. Which means this can't be 8. These can't be 8. There's no 8 here or here. No 8 here. We have a 6, 7 pair in column 6, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. Wait, why couldn't this be... Oh, this can't be 5 because one of these is a 5. Right. So, this has to be 5 here. So, this is done as a line. Right? 2 and 1 don't match. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 does, though. So one of these is going to be a 6. This can't be 9. Oh, okay. We have a 6, 7 pair here, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7. This can't be 7. This is 4, 8, or 9 here. Which means the remaining digits in row 1 are 1, 4, 8, 9. And 5. This 9 eliminates 9 here. So this is 7. There's no 7 here. So this cannot be 7 or 9. No 7 or 9. No 7 or 9. This is 2, 3, 6 as a triplet. Four here eliminates 4 in the rest of this row. Okay. No 4 here because of 4 in the column. 5 here eliminates 5 here. So where is the 5 in column 3? It must be here. This has to be 2 in size, so that doesn't matter. Remaining digits of row 8. We have 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Obviously, this can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. Remaining digits of... We have a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruplet in row 9. So this must be a 1, 3 pair. Interesting. Um, this hit line needs access to all the digits. So that means it needs access to a 3 and a 4 before it gets to the 9. Well, it's not going to get a 4 access through here. That means that it can't go through all the way over here to get to 4. So it must access the 4 here. Which means this cannot be 4. Well, I guess it could be 4 if it goes something like that. Here it goes something like that? Maybe. Huh. Or it could access this 4. Oh, yeah. Um. Hmm. Um. We need 3 and 4. We need to end with 9. Hmm. Ah. Okay, so this must access a 4 here. Or 4 here. This cannot access 4 then. So I think it must be at least 6 in length. Right? Because it's not going to be able to access a 4 anywhere here. So this has to be 6 in length. And if the 4 goes to here, this cannot go something like that. Because then this doesn't... Oh, I guess it could go that way. It could do that. So it could do something like that. Okay. And this could be actually 1 matching 3 also. Oh, okay, there's a lot of possibilities. Hmm. I don't think it could be 9 in size. I don't know, maybe. Huh. So this could be a wide variety of things. What happens if this is 3? If this is 3... Sorry, if this is 1 and 3, so say it's 1, 2, 3 or something like that. If this is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, it can't be 1, 2, 3 there, can't be 1, 2, 3 there, because this would be 1, so that would be 3. So what happens if this is essentially 1? Then this becomes 3, this is 1. This does not match 1 or 3, so it can't be 4 digits adding up to 12. It's either 2 or 3 digits adding up to 12 then. And 2 digits could be 2, 4, 6. But this doesn't have access to a 4. Right? Because this needs access to the 4. It also needs access to a 3, actually. That means this must access a 3. So it has to be something like... And it has to access the 4. And then it must access a 9. So the only 3 it can access would be this one. But then this would be blocked. This can't access a 4. It would have to match 5 and 7. Which I guess it could? So we need 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess it could do something like that. This would be... Oops, not all of those would be 3. This would be 3. This would be 3 here. This would be 1. So this would have to go this way. I mean, it seems okay. 3, no 3 here. So it could do 1, 2, whatever, 3 here. This goes to one of these two. This goes to one of these two. No one here. Okay. This also needs access to another 6, 7, or 8. Could do something like that. And then this would have access to 7, right? It could be 5, something, 7. Okay, I was hoping that would be a contradiction that we'd run into, not actual potential solve. So what happens if this is 3? Then this is 1, that's 3. Ah, yeah, I think this doesn't work. This needs access to a 3 also. But it has to access that 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It can't reach a 4 on this hit line. And a 3. So we know the other way has to be the correct way because we tried this as 3. Well, we tried essentially this as 1 and this as that forces that to be 3. So this actually has to be 3 that way. And this must be 1. But this is not guaranteed that this can't be 1 here, right? Though it sort of has to be, actually. Well, no. We just know 3 has to be here. We don't know what that digit is. Right, so we tried this being 1. That doesn't work because this is 3, and this has to... This is 3. We tried this as 3. That doesn't work because that forces this to be 1, this to be 3. This needs access to a 3. It can't access that hit line. Can't get to this cell. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but then 9 has to be in the 9th position. So then it wouldn't be able to access 3 here, and then access the 4 that needs to be here. So this cannot be 3. That's all we know. Which means this is 3, which makes this 1 and 3 there. That means this can't be 3. This could just be 1 something 3 there, that way. So this needs to be 3 that's accessed. 4 needs to be accessed here. This is 3. Doesn't have access to a 1 on the hit line. It could be 2, 4, 6, but the 4 needs to be on this hit line to match. So it doesn't actually have access to a 4. So it cannot match 2. It cannot match 3. It cannot match 4. So it has to be 5 and 7 to add up to 12. So I could do something like 3, 1, then whatever here, right? This must either match 1, 3, and it cannot access that 3, or it goes to 4. So either way, cannot access here. It can't go 1 something 3 here. So I think it always has to go this direction. So it either goes something like that. Right, so these two, this one must go this way to get the 2. This one must go to one of the other ones that it doesn't match to go here. So then this, I guess it could do that, right? We don't have to go that way. Okay. But that does have to go this way to get either to the 4 here or matching 1 and 3. This can't be 1, obviously. Oh, this can't match 1. Because that would be then a hit line matching 1 and 2, which is 3. So this must be 1 here. Okay, so well, there you go. So this is 1, which means this can't match 1. Therefore, it must access a 4. So it must access 4 either here or here. Okay, so then that's actually was proven way in advance. This is 6, 9 as a pair, which eliminates 6 and 9 in the rest of the row. That leaves the remaining digits in row 6 as 1, 4, 7, 8. And this can't be 1 because of 1 in the column. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column. This 3 eliminates 3 here, no 3 here. This must be 3 here. And this cannot access this because then it would match the hit line. So it has to just go this way. So this hit line goes there, and therefore the 4 matches. Because otherwise, if we go this way to match, that would be 7 to try to get to that. Or 7 to get to that. So we are done with this hit line. These two must go in some combination here. None of these are 9. So it has to go to the 3 first, then to a 4, and then to a 9. Because it can't cross this hit line. If we try to go to the 3, it cannot access a 9 in either of these spots. So it has to specifically go this way. So it must go to here. This can't be 1 because we already have a 1 on the hit line. We have a 7, 8 pair on the hit line, so this can't be 7 or 8. It's 6, which means this can't be 6. This is 7, which means this can't be 7. That's 6. Which eliminates 6 here, so it's 9, which makes this 6. 9 and 6 eliminates 9 and 6 here, so it's 7. So this cannot be 6 in either spot here. This 7 eliminates 7 here. So this is 8. This is 9. This 8 eliminates 8 on the rest of the hit line, so this can't be 8. This is 7. This can't be 7, 8, or 9. It's 6. So this can't be 6 or 8. No 8 here. No 8 here. This becomes a 4, 9 pair, which eliminates 4 and 9 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 9. This is 7, which eliminates 7 here, so it's 9, which eliminates 9 here, so it's 8. That eliminates 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 8. So to get this, it doesn't match. It has to go matching the 6 and the 7. And then it must match 8, so the 8 has to be there. So then this is 8, which eliminates 8 in the rest of the box and column. So this can't be 7 or 8. No 7 or 8. This can't be 9 because of 9 in the row. So this is 6. This can't be 9 because of 9 in the row. That's 8. This can't be 6 or... This can't be 6. This can't be 6, 8, or 9. That's 2 and 7. That eliminates 2 and 7 in the rest. Oh, well, you already knew this couldn't be 2 or 7. No 6 here, no 6 here. It's 5, 8, 9 as a triplet. This needs access to a 9, which any of these three can be, so this cannot be 9 here, no 9 here. This 8 eliminates 8 here. This 6 eliminates 6 here. So where's the 1? It has to be here. So that makes this 1. Where's the 1 in box 6? Okay, this 7 eliminates 7 here. It also eliminates 7 here, so this is 8, which makes this 9, which makes that 7, which eliminates 7 here, so it's 9, which eliminates 9 here, so it's 5, which makes that 9. These can't be 5 or 9. It's a 6, 8 pair here. This can't be 7 or 8, so it's 4, which makes this 1. So then this goes this way, and then it must go to the 9, so that's 9. So then this hit line is done. None of them match except for the 9, right? 8 is in the first position, doesn't match. 5 is in the second, 1 is in the third, 2 is in the fourth, 6 is in the fifth, 7 is in the sixth, 3 is in the seventh, 4 is in the eighth, and 9 is in the ninth. So that hit line is done. Okay, so none of these can be 9. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the box. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column. No 4 here. Okay. So this 3 must go through every cell in the box except for possibly this 1. And then possibly this 1. It cannot access the 6 in the 6th spot. So it can't do something like 5, 6, 7. So it must access the 6 before it accesses the 5. So can we avoid the 1 here? We need the 7 here to be last. Oh, this has to be 9 in one of those two spots. That doesn't help. Can we avoid this 1? We cannot go through both of these to get through this to the 7. So if we avoid this 1, we go 1, 2, but then we need the 7 here. Right. So if it goes through here, it has to end here also. So that doesn't work. Right? Because if it goes through here, it would also be ending here and must end in the 7, but that means the second spot would have to be 2. And that doesn't add up to 12. So this has to go this way. Which means it cannot go through here. Can it end here? I don't think so, right? If we go, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that could end there. Huh. Anyways, okay, this is 8. We don't know about these 9s. If this is 9 here... Oh, this can't be 6. If this were 6, That would force this to be 2. Therefore, this would go this way, but then this would be 6 and 6 traveling there. So this cannot be 6. It's 8, which makes this 6. Because, again, you can't have repeats on hit lines. If this is 6, that forces this to be 2. This hit line goes there. This hit line then has to go that way. But then you have 6, 6 there. So 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 2 and 6. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 5 and 8. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 7 and 2. And now we know where this hit line goes. This hit line goes that way. This hit line goes that way. It must end in 7. So it has to go around that way because it can't go here to delay. So this hit line goes this way. 7 again eliminates 7 here, so it's 9. So then that hit line goes here. So this is done as a hit line, right? We match everything but the 1 and the 3. This goes hit line here. That matches 12, 5, and 7. And so these are, we just fill out. So this is 5, which makes this 4, which makes that 7. 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 4 and 9. Pretty cool, actually. I really enjoyed building out these hit lines. This was the problematic part for me, really. Figuring out where that could go. Actually, there was a couple of small parts that were a little hairy, right? Like this part here, I didn't realize that the 4 could not be on the hit line because of the 4 already trying to match. Then there was this part that had to match certain aspects. And this one, well, this one we knew the 4 couldn't be here, and once we had that, we knew 4 had to be there, which means 2 had to be on the hit line. Yeah, just very well constructed. It was a very nice puzzle. And the logic flowed through. Oh, this one has to go this way. I knew that it had to go somewhere, but I guess there was also that aspect too. So this one's done. Anyways. Yeah, this became 4. This became 7. So we gained 2 spaces there. So 24 to 31. We gained 2 spaces here, there, 26. And then 1 space here, 27. So then we should have 4 left over, which we do. Yeah, overall, just really cool puzzle. Really, the building the hit lines was very interesting aspect of it. And there's certain logical pitfalls in some of these, but overall, just a very cool puzzle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.